Hey there, welcome back. So I've got a friend. No, really, I do. And this dude is one of my favorite people I've ever known. He's a man of means, and as such, he has a taste for the finer things in life. He has a lot of accessories, a lot of jewelry, a lot of watches. Today I'm going to make him something special, and I'm going to make him a box for his 6 favorite watches. Let's get into it. Since I purchased my wood already milled and ready to go, I'm going to start by getting a table set up to cut the miters. Now I'm going to use the router here to put a channel on the bottom here for the bottom of the box. Let's get that going. Now I'm going to get working on the lid portion, and I don't have a board quite wide enough, so I'm going to mill this up and glue it up. The rough size I want this is 7 inches. I want this sapwood here in the middle. So I'm going to measure 3.5 inches from the exact middle here. Got a rabbiting bit queued up in here. Essentially, I'm going to remove 1/4 inch just from part of this all the way around, leaving the bottom portion a little bit wider and a little bit longer to slide in those channels. I'll take very light passes here and we'll see how it goes. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I've got the lid here set up on the CNC. We're going to do a inlay with Purpleheart. So here we go. Do a quick flattening pass on this Purpleheart just to make sure it's totally parallel. That'll help with the inlay. Oh, look at that.
Yo, look at that.
All right, so here's the male, here's the female. Just gonna glue it in there and let it sit for a good long time. So this piece is going to be the bottom of the box. I'm going to do some laser engraving on here, but I want to sand it down a little bit. This is a crappy grade of plywood. I want to see if I can turn it into something though. This turned out really good. I'm digging it. So I'm gonna give it a good sanding, especially on the bottom here, because this will be impossible to sand once I get everything glued up. I've got the box set up in my spline jig here. I'm gonna give it a go. All right, I got my splines all set. I'm gonna get them glued in. The last time I made a splined box, I cut off the remaining pieces of the splines with my Chinese, Japanese pool saw.
It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China.
Totally forgetting that I had this. I feel like this is exactly what these are for. Okay, so this is going to be a little nerve-wracking. I'm going to cut the lid off here by rotating the box. This is make or break, and I've already got a lot of time and material in this, so I really want it to be good. I'm wedging these in here to prevent the blade from
Motherfucker, do you speak it?
To prevent the blade from pinching. It's actually the first time I've done it this way. Somehow got a little notch here that'll need to be sanded out. And the matching one is right here. That's what I'm going to do next. I just made this little sanding jig here. Put corners on it so it'll stay put. Hopefully it'll work. I've never done this before either. Maybe not. top here floats within the frame here, and it sits a little proud of the frame itself. And I've been wondering how I'm going to sand that. And I remember I got this thing. Every once in a while you get free tools from Milwaukee, and this thing seems pretty cool. I'm going to try it for the first time right now. Oh, yeah, that thing's awesome. I can definitely see this thing getting a lot of use. Thumbs up. Gonna turn my attention to these dividers right quick. I want to make it one piece, and I definitely want it to be at a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to use these trusty little corner clamps here. I'm going to attach these hinges now. I thought maybe I could put them on the edges here and mortise them in, but quite frankly I'm too afraid that I'll mess it up. That's fantastic. Gonna get this thing sanded now, starting with 80 grit. I'll take it up to 320. Purpleheart isn't very purpley anymore. Hopefully with some exposure to light, it'll pop a little more. I decided against the red acrylic here and went with some Walnut and Purpleheart I had from a previous project. It's definitely a better choice. All right, I'm gonna let this stuff set while I go to work. It'll be time to wrap it up. I got these cool little feet. I'll throw these on here now. I think they look pretty cool. This thing is not perfect. It has flaws on every surface. Having said that, it's really nice, and I think he's gonna like it a lot. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. That's gonna do it for this.